So coming to the next experiment, shadow analysis. Already we discussed the shadow analysis plays a major role in the installation of solar PV system. So what is this shadow analysis? Already we are very clear that shadow means the shadow may be created due to buildings, or the shadow may be created due to trees. You have to perform the shadow analysis. Okay, so we are going to perform the shadow analysis to understand the impact on the performance of solar panels or the solar PV system, and this shadow analysis will be useful for the solar array to remain in a shadow free area. So if you take one location, you have some sort of square feet area given to you, but in this area we want to install only 1/4 of that area. So you should be able to identify which area is shadow free, and remaining 3/4 area may be covered in shadow. So this is nothing but it helps us to find out the shadow free area, and it helps to identify the impact the shadow is going to create. That's what this shadow analysis will help us in the installation of an solar plant. Okay, this unit is completely meant, or this complete experimental part is meant to understand how to install a solar plant in an location. What are the steps we have to take before installation? If the problems are there in the installation, how to overcome those steps, okay, or how to handle that location, we are able to understand. Let's try to analyze the basic. For example, we identified there is some shadow. Okay, let us try to take some series connected panels are there. Let's take, already I told, a group of solar panels will constitute what? Group of solar panels connected in series or parallel will constitute what? A solar array. So it is around 3 o'clock, and you can see here on one solar panel where I can say this first and second solar panel are connected in which connection? Series. Or you may take this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 solar panels are there. They are connected in which connection? Series connection. Okay. When they are connected in a series connection, on one panel a tree shadow is falling. What is going to fall? Tree shadow or a building shadow is going to fall. Whenever the shadow is going to fall, automatically what will create? So those cells will not generate the required voltage and required current. Okay, and you can see here, due to the shadow, actually it has to generate how much amount of current? 10 amperes current. But due to this partial shadow, half of it is covered with shadow. So rather than generating 10 amperes of current, it is generating only how many amperes of current? 5 amperes. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they are shadow free. They are able to generate how much amperes of current? 10 ampere. The panel which is subjected to shadow or having shadow effect, it is generating how many amperes of current? 5 amperes. In a series connection, what is constant? The series connection, what is constant? Current is constant. One is of 10 ampere and another is of how much? 5 ampere. Which current will be considered in the array calculation? Whatever is the lower value will be considered. So the current is lower in this shadow solar panel. What is the magnitude of current? 5 amperes. Okay, so this will be the total current of the system multiplied with if the 12 volts, then it will give only 60 watts. You can see here the effect of current on the rating of the panel. Okay, so remaining hour of generating, actually how much they can generate? 12 into 10 is how much? 120 watts they can generate power, corresponding power they can generate, but they have been fallen to a value of how much? 60. That's how one solar panel or shadow effect is creating 50% of power drop or 50% of energy loss. Okay, so that's why we should take care about which analysis? Shadow analysis, which will help you out to generate the maximum power in the solar plant. Next, let's try to take the parallel combination also. So I am having solar panel 1, solar panel 2, solar panel 3, like randomly take. I have the solar panel 1 and 2. These two are connected in parallel. These two are connected in parallel. When they are connected in parallel, the current gets added. So I am assuming that solar panel 2 is subjected to some shadow. This shadow may be due to an tree, or this shadow may be due to a building. So a shadow is falling on which panel? Second panel. It is supposed to generate how much amount of voltage? The healthy panel, or which is free from shadow, is generating how much voltage? 12 volts. Which is having shadow, it is generating only how much voltage? 5 volts, or take it as some 6 volts. So this is generating only how much voltage? 5 volts or 6 volts. When you are connecting these two in parallel, then how much voltage will come into the picture? whatever is the lesser value. What is the lesser value? This is generating 12 and this is generating how much? 5 volts or 6 volts. What the total system voltage of this array? Or array voltage is how much? 5 volts. You can see here the voltage is dropped half of its amount. This voltage you multiply with the current of the array. So automatically you can see here the power of the array is also decreased. Now is it good to have shadow on a solar panel? There is no need of a complete shadow should fall on the solar plant. If the shadow is falling on one solar panel, it is more than sufficient. Your power is going to fall 1/4 time or half or 3/4 time. If one panel is subjected to shadow analysis, the complete you are going to lose the energy generation. So that's why you should perform carefully which analysis? Shadow analysis. You should carefully identify the location which is free from shadow and you should be able to understand the impact of performance. Now you understood the impact, how the voltage is impacting and how the current is impacting. You understood the impact? Yes or no? So you understood the impact of voltage and current due to effect of shadow. So that's why while installation of a solar plant, we should select an area which is free from shadow. So that's how it plays a crucial role in analysis. Now coming to the tools. This is about voltage and current effects. Let's try to have, how I have to install a solar panel which is free from shadow. So for this we have some latest tools. The name of the tool is called obstacle analysis tool. But the name of this tool, if there is some obstacle but you are not identified, you have to sit in the plant and you have to draw the diagram for 12 hours. Okay, so rather than we have the latest tool by the manufacturers which is called obstacle analysis tool, and this is also called as solar pathfinders. Solar pathfinders. If you use this solar pathfinder, they will show you the location where we have to place the solar panels. Are you able to understand? If you buy this equipment, it's around 20 to 25,000 by Mecomade. If you install it, if you take that installation kit and if you keep in the location, then it will show whether for example if you keep in this location, it will show whether the site is suitable for installation or not. If it's not suitable, it will show that indication. Okay, so that type of devices are called solar pathfinders. Coming to this, what the solar pathfinders are going to do, what kind of analysis they are going to do. So a solar pathfinder has an angle chart covered with an glass dome. What it is going to have? It is going to have an angle chart. Okay, so this is called angle chart. Okay, so this graph, the black colored one, is called angle chart. This angle chart will show you how many hours solar energy will be available, in which latitude we have been placed our solar panel, which angle you have to place, and type of facing. For example, if you are placing if you are in southern hemisphere, then in which direction you have to place the solar panel. Complete data will be available in this solar pathfinder, and this black color graph is called as which chart? Angle chart. This angle chart is covered with an glass. And on a tripod, how you place it this? On a tripod you have to place in your location. Then it will give you the complete data like this. So this angle chart we have to play will be covered with an glass dome, and it will give you the data of the obstacles. I mean, if you have any obstacle in nearby location, that will be reflected in the glass dome. Okay, so you can see this glass dome reflected in the glass dome. Okay, next one. After identifying the obstacle, you can manually plot the obstacles on an chart. How a solar panel will be there? For example, this is your east direction. This will be your west direction. This is nothing but your north direction. This is which direction? South direction. Then how to place the solar panels? Okay. So how to place the solar panels is, so you have, this is an solar panel. So this is east, this is west, this is north direction, this is south. And we are in which hemisphere? Southern hemisphere. And we comes under the south region. In south what we have? Chennai. Okay. So how to place the solar panel? It is not recommended to place with 0 degrees. Okay. So we have to place the solar panel facing which direction? south direction. And how much pitch angle you have to provide is we have a calculation formula for that, how to calculate the pitch angle. Okay, so we have to create a pitch angle as per the latitude of this location, and you have to keep the solar panels like this. Okay, so whenever you draw this diagram, so it will show you the obstacle. So now solar is available, I mean you have the radiations from this side. Okay, so morning 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock maximum what is incidented? Energy is incidented at around 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You have to see the here from morning 6 to evening 6, there should not be any obstacle in the solar radiation. No obstacle should obstruct the solar radiation falling on the panel in such a way that you have to mount your solar panels. Okay, so we have to perform which analysis now? This shadow analysis to identify how the solar panel is having the shadow effect. If there is no shadow effect, automatically this can generate the maximum power. How much power it can generate? The maximum power. So this can be done by which a tool called as solar path finder. The solar path finder can show you the obstacles in the glass. If you place this in your solar location, so here on the glass it will show you the obstacles. Therefore you can plot a graph like this. Okay, so by placing this solar path finder, you can plot a graph like this. This is your solar panel at different solar radiation, whether the solar panel is going to receive the energy or not. You can trace out this by using a finder called as solar. This is very simple. Solar, which is going to find path in which direction solar radiation is going to be received, and whether it is 100% incident or not, you are going to find out. This is called solar path finder. Okay, so an advantage of this one is this can be easily moved from one location to another location. And next one, by using the solar path finder, we are going to find out the best location of an solar panel. What is the best location suitable for installation? That will be identified by what? Solar path finder. And next one, the solar path finder also will give you a quick check of obstacles. For example, you don't know how this obstacle are affecting your solar panel. Okay, if you want to make a quick review or whether you want to make a quick analysis, and the solar path finder will give you a quick check of the obstacles available in your solar plant. Okay, this is all thing about everything about the solar path finder. You can see here, you can draw a graph like this. How many shadows are there? For example, here you can see here some shadow grid is there, some shadow grid is there. Automatically the shadows, I mean the obstacles will be shown in this mirror. Automatically based on this mirror you can draw a graph. Next one, what are the advantages? I mean what are the latest advantage? I mean latest technologies in solar path finder. This first one is GPS. Already your mobile phones also you can download this app, solar path finder. In your mobile phone you can download the app solar path finder, and it will perform all this calculation and will give the result. Okay, the latest one you can use is GPS. What is GPS? Global positioning system. This will have the complete data of our location, and if you download this solar path finder app, it will show you the obstacles available also. Next one, this latest solar path finders has an tilt switches. Okay, so these are called as tilt switches. Okay, this is called a tilt switch. So this will show with how much angle we have to tilt the solar panel as per the given latitude. These tilt switches are going to detect the change in orientation. For example, your solar radiation has been it is coming from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Automatically your solar direction has been changed. Automatically the solar panel can automatically adjust of its own. That is called as tilt switches. Okay, you can see here the solar panel can be tilted. Next one, the latest one we have accelerometer. This accelerometer also is there in your mobile phones also. Accelerometer will say the latitude as well as the longitude of your location, and based upon the latitude and angle you have to place the solar panel with this direction. Okay, so like this. So this is nothing but facing south. Solar panel is facing south and your solar radiation will be received like this. Okay, and this pitch angle we are going to calculate in the next experiment. How much pitch angle you are supposed to keep. So this basic is an solar path finder. The advanced is an GPS system, tilt switches, and next one is nothing but an accelerometer sensor, where this accelerometer is already there in a costly mobile phones. They can have the latitude, longitude and everything. Okay, so based on this also we can perform the solar location or solar paths. Next one, the solar pathfinder will help you in this analysis. What kind of analysis? Okay, this helps you in which analysis? How many shadows are there in your area? So that will be given data by solar pathfinder. This solar pathfinder will help you to find out the best location of solar panel for a given area. So you can have complete area, but a complete area we can't install solar panel. We want the best location or best point to install a solar plant. That data will be given by your solar pathfinder. Next one, the solar pathfinder provide you a comprehensive solar analysis. Comprehensive solar analysis means what are the problems related from morning to evening. Complete analysis we can perform by using this solar pathfinder. Next one, this solar pathfinder help you to install a solar plant professionally. So now you can see those are just diploma study students or those are trained are installing solar panel without any knowledge. So if you do like that, no one will accept that. Why? Because for this summer they can generate the maximum power. In the winter they may not generate. In the rainy they cannot generate. So what you are supposed to do? You should able to design the system. How? Professionally. Throughout the year you should able to generate the power. In dynamically if you want to design, this professional design is very requirement. To do professional design, what kind of equipment do you require? Solar pathfinders and tilt switches and accelerometers. The latest technology also we require to identify the obstacles in the location. So after this is what about the complete which analysis? Shadow analysis. Okay, after completing the shadow analysis you need to draw this graph. So here you will be your solar panel. Here you have the solar panel and you will get a graph like this. It will show at 10 a.m. if any obstacle is there. At 11 a.m. any obstacles are there. At 12 a.m. any obstacles are there. If obstacle is there means in that time what is there? There is no availability of, they will have an itch effect, shadow effect. Yes or no? So at the given interval of time the solar radiation is coming in one angle and this is going to create an shadow. So such a way that we are going to find out the complete analysis of shadow effect. Okay, so this is the concept of second experiment which is called shadow analysis. What is the importance of solar pathfinder, or what is the advantage of using a solar pathfinder? It helps us in which analysis? Shadow analysis. It helps us giving an best location for solar installation for a given area, and it provides you an which analysis? A complete solar analysis study, and it helps in the installation of an solar panels professionally. If you take care the installation by using an solar pathfinder, which is also called obstacle analysis tool, this is called a professional installation of an solar PV system. Okay, the next class will continue with different types of equipment for installation. Okay, right.